Hey guys, I just got back from 4 days out of Blackthorn for Wilderness Skills Camp, rehabbing some of my gear right now. I wanted to talk a little bit about a tent that some people expressed some interest in. This weekend it was 4 days, 3 nights. We stayed in the Tahoe gear Bighorn 12-person teepee tent. I'm not going to talk a lot about specs because you can see that stuff on the website if you want to order it, but some people were curious how it held up, so talk a little bit about that and show you some of the things that worked out pretty well and some of the things that we had some problems with. But most of what I didn't like, or what we had problems with, was just user error. I'll point that out, but there's a little baffle on the bottom of the door that we let get turned in, and then we got rain in the bottom of the tent. But other than that, it really held up well. It is not a backpacking tent. The thing is huge. It's 16 feet. I'm not sure exactly how tall it is, but it's got to be at least 9 feet tall. I cannot touch the top of the center pole when it's set up. Plenty of room to move around. I'll get it set up, walk you through it, show you some of the features that worked out pretty well, and some of the things that I'll change for next time. But all in all, it held out really well, and like I said, there was a few people that were interested in it, so I figured while I'm rehabbing it, I'll set it up and walk you through it. So let me get it set up. Alright, well here it is set up. I used a stopwatch on my watch. It took me just under 11 minutes to set this up by myself. Now I know Travis and I, when we set it up that first night, we got it up pretty quick. I know it was less than 10 minutes. So with more than one person, it's really quick to set up. And even by yourself, it's not too bad. The first night that we had it out, it did take a little bit longer because I had to adjust all the guy lines. There's quite a few of them. But once that was set up, it's been pretty quick ever since. So the windows are one thing that I really liked. There's a lot of different configurations for them. Here you can see that they've got a little baffle on the sides and then Velcro in the center, so you can really lock it down but still get a little bit of airflow. That's a really good configuration for when it was raining. Although I didn't have any problems and we didn't have it set up like this. We didn't get any rain in the screen windows, and ours were set up like this, where the Velcro was undone, the baffles are still zipped, but we had a nice little breezeway coming through. On the other side, you can see you have the option to roll it all the way up, have the window completely open, or unzip the baffles and get a little bit more airflow through there. One drawback was the doors. Because it's a teepee setup, when you open it up all the way, you expose your floor to the rain that's coming down. But honestly, we threw a little mat right there on the inside of the door, and we didn't have a lot of problems. On the inside, I've just rolled out a couple sleeping bags just to give you an idea about the size. It really is enormous in here. You could sleep quite a few people. The inside windows, you can close them all the way up like that, so to block the sun, or you can open them up. And these top windows are just plastic, so if you have them open, there's no rain coming in, but you can still get some sunlight in here. The top is huge. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm another foot from the screen up there. The top of the teepee is screened to allow moisture and humidity out, but it does have a fly over top of it that is removable as well. So the one problem we did have is we got some moisture in down here. The reason for that was, these doors are pinned open right now, but obviously we kept them closed in the rain. But as we were going in and out, this strip right here is designed so that when it's down, it's on the ground and it pushes the rain away from the bottom of your tent. Sorry, I don't think you could see that. Right here, this black strip folds down past the edge of the tent to push the water away. At one point, we had it tucked in like that. And even with the door closed, this was exposed and the water got in here. That was the one bit of water that we did get into the tent. And sorry it's still dirty, I haven't cleaned it out yet. But all in all, I really like it. There was some moisture that did condense on the walls, but I never had any problem with it dripping down on us. We had quite a few people in here. It was raining like crazy one night. I think that if we would have had too much contact with the side of the tents, we might have started to get a couple drips. But we just made a point to stay away from the edge, which there's plenty of room for that. Most of us just stuck our gear above our heads, and we did pretty good. So, like I said, not really a review, just a quick video on how it did for us that weekend for the few people who wanted to know. So, thanks for checking it out.